Chapter 2. Foraging liberty caps. Signs of the season. The liberty caps begin to appear as the evenings roll in quicker, the cold rain falls more often, the leaves turn golden, and the nuts fall from the trees. When the hawthorns, blackberries, and rosehips dance abundantly in the wind, and the wildflowers give their seeds, wilt, and then fall back into the earth, it's foraging season. Mushrooms don't go by the clock. You can't expect them to arrive on the same day every year. They are tuned in to the rhythms of nature. Their arrival depends on the weather. The weather needs to be wet and the temperature needs to significantly decrease compared to the summer temperature before the liberty caps make their appearance. What to look for in the land. I love how truly wild liberty caps are. They're next to impossible to cultivate at home. Unlike other medicinal and edible mushrooms, they cannot be tamed, and they certainly make you work to find them. Liberty caps need dead, wet plant matter, most commonly grass, to grow on. Meadows, pastures, and lawns are the most reliable places to find them. Where there is fertile and acidic soil, i.e. earth that has animal droppings on it, is the perfect environment for them to grow. Remember, they don't grow on dung, but rather in fertile fields where the land is nutrient rich and the grass has been kept relatively short by some animals. You may find other types of mushrooms on dung, but you can be sure these are not liberty caps. Liberty caps do not grow on wood either, so if you suspect you've found them but they're growing on wood, you know that they are lookalikes and are not worth foraging or safe to ingest. Additionally, liberty caps pop up when the soil temperature declines. Therefore, higher areas such as hillsides, moorlands, and mountains will give most promise. The higher up, the colder the earth will be. In saying that, they have been found on golf courses and in public parks, both which tend to have animals such as deer and rabbits roaming on them. But unfortunately, many of these public places poison the soil with weed killer, which makes the soil not suitable for plants to grow on them, including our mushroom friends. A great way to sense if liberty caps may be present is to look at fields and hillsides from a distance. You will notice that as autumn sets in, green grassy areas start to go darker green or brown colour. This is a sign of the grass dying off, which is just what you're looking for. If there are cows or sheep kept on this land, even better, because the grass will be kept short and fertilised. This technique really tunes you into the surroundings in a whole new way. You become aware of the subtle changes of the land in ways you may not have been before. Liberty caps are tiny, thin mushrooms. They can be hard to spot as they grow deep in the grass. If you find one, then look within the grass. There will probably be many more hiding close by. They can be a bit translucent in colour when wet, but this often makes them shiny and therefore easier to spot when the morning sun shines on the dewy grass. So seeking them out in the morning is recommended. And what a joy that the path to experiencing liberty caps can have us up at dawn to witness a fresh autumn sunrise while hiking in the hills. This kind of exercise keeps our body moving, keeps us connected to the earth, keeps the sunlight on our faces into the depths of autumn when we otherwise might prefer to spend more time indoors. Nature entices us out, encourages us to be kind to our body, mind and spirit during the times of change. And as mushroom lovers, we can't get enough. We love nature. Sometimes I wonder, does nature love us back? When we think about it in this context, when we consider the impact that such mushrooms, not only magic but medicinal, can have on our human bodies, hearts and minds, it feels like nature actually wants to support our well-being. Indeed, I think nature does love us.